Sawadee Krap. This is Stuart J. Raj for our ThaiBites live webinar this Saturday, the 9th of May. Can you believe that we're here? 9th of May already, almost half a year gone. Now, today we're looking at a topic that, for me, it personally blows me away. If you might have seen some posts of me lately, and I've been talking about how, just over the past few months, and actually about a year, I've been dabbling in and out of learning Khmer,ภาษา Khmer, and that includes writing it and getting into the history and just look. But one thing, as you start to learn Khmer, it just is it opens your mind. All the Thai that you've learned before, all of these things that you've kind of wondered, I wonder why that's, I wonder if there's a link there. And as you learn Khmer, all of these things are opened up to you. And I can say that, one, as a Thai speaker learning Khmer, it's going to be very easy. And for Khmer speakers learning Thai, well, there are a few things. It's also going to be very easy there because there are so many language hacks and so many different language things going on in Thai that come straight across from Khmer. So the way it's going to work today is I will present a quick lesson for about 15-20 minutes on Khmer, on these tricks, Khmer tricks inside the Thai language. And the whole reason for this isn't to teach you Khmer. My whole reason for this is giving you some aha moments that's going to make your understanding of Thai just that much deeper. You'll be able to see things that even Thais wouldn't have realized. They have it as a native language, but they wouldn't have realized when they're speaking that this is actually why this word means this, and then you can actually make this word, and this word. I'm going to be showing you some tricks that if you apply them, you can actually create new meanings, new words, and Thais are going to understand them most of the time. You can try them out, it'll be fun. If you have any Thais near you, this is the webinar that you want them to listen to. ถ้ามีคนไทยอยู่นะครับก็ต้องฟังนะครับนี่จะเป็นเวบินาร์ที่น่าสนใจทีเดียวเพราะว่า because you're going to learn so much about the language that's your mother tongue and things that you've never known before จะเรียนอะไรมากมายนะครับเกี่ยวกับภาษาไทยที่อาจไม่เคยรู้มาก่อนนะครับ You're going to learn a lot. So this webinar is suited for beginners of Thai, advanced students of Thai, and Thais themselves. I think there's going to be something in there for everybody. So just getting some homework, grammar is done. If you have already received the worksheet for this webinar, you would have done some exercises, and so you have that ready because I'm going to be talking about some of that stuff. Also, you can see that we've got our webinar code going on there. So don't forget to type that in. We've got some great bargains going today with our webinar. If you put the webinar code in, rather than 69 bucks, you get the Travel Beginners Thai Pack for $40. You're going to have the CTF module in there. You have ThaiBites that I've hand chosen, as well as the Glossica Thai Fluency. So they're fantastic. Put that webinar code in. You can see it scrolling down there. And also, if you've got Twitter, start tweeting with ThaiBites Live. You can see the just up top there. You can see there it is, the ThaiBites Live hashtag code. So what are we waiting for? Let's start. So as I come in here, well, let's have a look at where this is all coming from. Now, there is a doctor of linguistics at Thammasat University, and her name is Kun Wilaiwan Kanitanan. Now, I have to tell you, in Thailand and in Cambodia, the topic of what is Thai and what is Khmer and what is shared and what's not, it's quite a controversial topic, and I need to be aware of that as I'm presenting this. I'm presenting it from a stance that I love everything Thai. I love Khmer, I love the culture, and I'm just trying to look at it objectively and show you some tricks that are going to help you learn Thai better. and for Khmer speakers to learn Thai better, and Thais learn Khmer better if you're learning Thai. So Kunwilawan has put, she's quite famous in the world of linguistics for her papers on, amongst other things, the Khmer language and influence in Thai. Now, she's put Dr. Wilaiwan has put a paper out, and I would like to read some of this to you right now. This is the introduction to the paper. This paper is an attempt to demonstrate that Ayutthaya, the old capital of Thailand from 1351 to 1767 AD, was from the beginning a bilingual society speaking both Thai and Khmer. Bilingualism must have been strengthened and maintained for some time by the great number of Khmer-speaking captives the Thais took from Angkor and Angkor Thom after the victories in 1369, 1388, and 1431. Gradually, toward the end of the period, a language shift took place. Khmer fell out of use. Both Thai and Khmer descendants, whose great-grandparents or earlier ancestors were bilingual, came to use only Thai. In the process of that language shift, an abundance of Khmer elements were transferred into Thai and permeated all aspects of the language. Isn't that amazing? So before, now there is there's contention and some people don't agree with this, but Kunwilawan has done a lot of research and study, and so presented. This paper is actually out there on the internet, you can find it, but this is the most interesting point. Consequently, the Thai of late Ayutthaya period, which later became the Ratanakosin or Bangkok Thai, was a thorough mixture of Thai and Khmer. There are more Khmer words used than Thai cognates. So we hear about Thai and all of so as a Thai language from southern China and these TAI languages, but here there are more Khmer words in use than Thai cognates. Khmer grammatical rules were used actively to coin new disyllabic and polysyllabic words and phrases. Khmer expressions, sayings, and proverbs were expressed in Thai throughout that transference. Now, that's just mind-blowing that, let me pull it back here. That's mind-blowing there that Thai, okay, we think of it as a Thai language and through the Thai languages coming down Lao and southern China, but there was a period though where Ayutthaya, first as a extended arm of Sukhothai, there was the kingdom of Lopburi, Lava, and then you had Supan, and then we have and let me just pull this up here. We had King, let me pull out King Utong. So King Utong lived at that time in Ayutthaya and married into a Khmer princess. And so what happened, and so what Kunwilawan is saying in her paper at least, is that actually King Utong and in the palace both were bilingual. They spoke Khmer as well, and you can see all the Rachasap, all the kings and the royal language are all Khmer words, and they're from that. But then even more so that through this bilingualism, so much of Khmer came in here. And so as you're learning Khmer as a Thai speaker, you'll see that, okay, there are words that are just one for Khmer, or there are words, for example, Nam Keng, Nam, water, Keng is hard or solid. So solid water, Nam Keng, means ice in Thai. The exact word for word, Nam Keng, the kok is water, Nam, Kok means Keng. So the Kok is also the word for ice. It's a one-to-one translation. You can see all these one-to-one grammatical things in Khmer. That's just one thing. So as you get into Khmer, your Thai is going to improve. Now let's have a look here. I sent you a sheet, and you should have had some of these on. So what I'm going to do is open my pad here. Where do we see Khmer in Thai? The first thing I'd like to say is, have you ever wondered when you get into a taxi what this stuff means? And people who have started to learn Thai, so maybe tourists as they come in and they see this will think, Oh, it's Thai written in there. But as you have a look, well, they're not Thai letters. What is it? Well, these are all the Khmer letters. And now in Thai, you will call them Khom. I'll actually write it up here. Kho Khai, or Ang, Mo. So this is Khom. It's a Khom with a rising tone, the Khom script. So if you actually type that into Google, you can see all this Khom. And what is this? You'll see this all the time. So I'm going to show you a trick now. So next time you go into a taxi, you can blow the taxi driver's mind away and actually read what it says. So here we actually have Khmer. It's not Thai. And what it actually says, this, you'll see it in all different forms like this. We have, this is the equivalent to a nonu. Okay, nonu. Okay, so this is nat. Remember, we have an inherent at vowel. So nat. And then you see this one here. So that's the nonu. This one here is a, I'll just write it down here. Okay, so nat, that's a ma. Oh, I wrote it in the wrong position. So here we got that up here. And so this is your ma in Thai. And then you see this one here. That's actually like the Thai sala ow, like this that you see in Thai. So this is actually oh, so namo. That's where we get this here, namo. And so that means to follow or to go into. And then here we have put. So this isn't like an upside down Porpan, but it's, so it's put. This is a to, and then this is a to tongue underneath. Puttaya. So here we have Puttaya. Namo Puttaya means basically to follow the Buddha, but these 5 syllables, Namo Puttaya, literally are the 5. It's a sacred word that sums up all the faces of the Buddha and the Dharma, and to follow the Buddha. So you'll see this basically as a blessing, and may you follow and be with the Buddha. And you'll see these all over the cars, the taxis. So next time you get into a cab and you see something that looks like this, and you see those wings out there, or see this again, Namo Puttaya. It starts here, Namo Puttaya. You can say to the taxi driver, I know what that says. It says Namo Puttaya, and it means to follow the Buddha or the Buddha's teachings. So there you go. That's just one cool thing you can do with now your new knowledge of Khmer. I'll show you another thing. I mentioned in this document about numbers in Thai. So let's have a look here at the numbers. If I have a look at the numbers, we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 11, 20. So let's just, this zone is from the Sanskrit word, okay, shunya, okay, shunya. So we can knock that zone out, but and then song is actually from the Chinese word shuang, meaning a pair. So it doesn't actually mean 2, it means shuang, a pair. And then we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which are all the Chinese numbers. But what about this number 1, Ning? And look at the spelling. You've got this weird ha there, you've got a no there, and a no there. I'll just ng, ngo there. And then you've got, and so how does that happen? What does that mean? I'll just write that in here. Well, any spelling like this, especially with the and these honop together, chances are it's come from Khmer. So I've written it in here. So again, this is the ha in Khmer. Okay, looks like the ha in Thai, right? You can see how it's extended out. And this is a sunken no. We have a sala and then you can see in the Khmer ngongu, This is the Thai one just up here. Khmer actually has a little bit on the bottom. Thai just used this bit and turned that into the ngongu. But this also is pronounced nung. But it doesn't mean one. What does it mean? It means this one. Or it means as thus, like this. So when you're saying the number one, picture yourself. Let me get back here to my TV. Whoop, wrong one. So when you're saying ning, it's not the number one, but in Khmer, it's actually saying this here, which is just, this is one. This is where it's at. It's one. So sun from Sanskrit, ning is actually Khmer saying this at this place. And then song, again, is Chinese coming up there. So that's fascinating. The number one doesn't actually mean one. It means this here. Okay, let's go back to the page now. Oh, by the way, and so you might be, we heard that song is shuang, meaning two. But what about yisip? Why is yisip then? Well, yi is from yi, yat, if in Cantonese, or er in Chinese, in Mandarin. This is going back to then the traditional Chinese number for two. So yisip is 2 times sip, which is 20. And then the et also is yisip et, is the one, yap et from Chinese as well. So there you go. But the interesting thing here about the Khmer, we have the number one is actually the Khmer word meaning here or at this place. Okay, you might know, you might be told in Thai when you're learning Thai that if you see a ra re at the end, it's pronounced, the vowel is ah. So this word is pronounced pawn. In Thai, that gets pronounced as an at the end. So this is pawn. But if you see a lolling, even though that's an as well, that will get pronounced as pun. Okay, you see this or ah, or ah, or ah, pun, pawn, pun, pawn. Pawn means a blessing. You see a lot of girls will write their name actually like that, which becomes the brunt of many jokes in English, especially people who are called things like titty pawn and things. That's actually from this name. It doesn't mean something else in English. So next time that you're meeting titty pawn, you can say that I know what your name means now. But anyway, pawn. The reason why this vowel changes is because in Khmer, traditionally now, this is opened up. So this is pronounced paw, paw. And then in Thai, the tongue just came out pawn. Whereas this would be actually pull, pull. Okay, so pawn, paw, paw, pull, paw, pull. And the mouth positions just carried over from that into Thai. So this is where that rule actually came from. If you ask a Thai why the case is, they'll just say that's just a rule. But now you know that the rules actually come over because that's the way of the pronunciation in Khmer. And they're all different spelling rules. Let me finish off this part of it. I have more that I'll bring in later, but this is probably one of the more cool things. Khmer have all of these really, really cool, what we call infixes. So what happens with an infix, you will have a word here, so word. And did you ever learn Pig Latin? So the word, if I said the word car, in Pig Latin in English, you would call it RK, okay? Similar thing happens here. So you'd have a word, and then what happens, you would get your word, put something in between it, and then finish it off, and that becomes a new word or a new meaning. So what happens in Khmer here, we would have a consonant. So I'll just write here a consonant, and then the vowel, and then just say you had a final here. So we have these Let's just take the thing. So here, for example, if we had the word gert, I'll write it in phonetics here. Gert meaning to be born. Okay, I'll write it down here. Good. What happens, you put the just like in Pig Latin, we put A in. So Gert in Pig Latin would be Ertge if you're speaking English. Gert turns into Gum Nerd. Okay. Gert Gum Nerd. You can see they just added into the center there. And so in Thai, it turns into this Gum Nerd. And you can see the relation in the meaning now between, actually, let me change colors here. Change to this nice standout color. So born then turns to there. So to be born, gamnerd, an origin. Now, can you see that? So the origin is the place of being born. The thing, the place or where it is born is a gamnerd. Gerd, gamnerd. Truat. Truat means to inspect. And so truat, tamluat. Tamluat is the person or the thing that it inspects, which is the police. Have a look here. Tan in Khmer means clever or knowledgeable. So we put this infix. Chamnan, expertise. Dern. So expertise, by the way, is the thing that you become through having knowledge, or you become an expert, or you have expertise. Kwam chamnan in Thai. Walk, dern. Okay, so we put the in there. Dern, damnern means to think of. Dern doesn't just mean to walk, it literally means to move or put into action. So if you speak Indonesian, it's like the word jalan. If you speak Chinese, it's like the word xing, okay, to move. So damnern means put into action. So damnern kan, to actually execute something, make it happen. How about this? Tak, tak. Now you might know to tak khao. Tak khao means to take the food off of the central plate in a table when you're eating and put it into your own bowl. Tak khao. Tak literally means to place. So have a look here then. If we put the in there, tak tamnak is a place where you're actually placing yourself for the evening. Is a tamnak, is a place of rest. So you'll see tamnak. There's actually a great Isan restaurant in Ekamai called Tamnak Isan. Okay, so tamnak, the place or a place of rest in for Isan. But you'll see a tamnak is like a lodging, some kind of place like that. How about this one? Prong. Now remember, this ba and ba, this is a p and b, middle class, both came from the same letter in Sanskrit, p. Okay, so whether you see prung or ba, think of them as the same origin letter. So prung meaning to enhance, like you can prung ahan, krung prung to make, so it's when you put chili and sugar or whatever on your food is to call prung ahan. And then you call the thing, you know, in the table with on a Thai table, you always have chili, a little thing holding chili, sugar, vinegar with chili in, and fish, normally fish sauce or something else. That's called the krung prung. It's the krung, it's the tool that you use to prung your food. So prung means to enhance the food. But look at this. This is really cool. Prung bamrung. Bamrung means to enhance something or to fix it. So prung bamrung, to fix. And so you know the hospital, bamrung rat, hospital. Rat from the word ratsadon, the people. So bamrung rat literally means healing the population or healing the people of Thailand. Bamrung rat, fantastic meaning, coming from Khmer. Dai, so you might know dai ngun, to pay money. So dai, we get jamnai. Jamnai means to sell, because you're, so you can dai, it's like dak pai, you're dealing out cards. Dai, but damnai is the act of dealing something out, is selling. And then finally, I'm just showing you this because you can go and start investigating. There's not just the we actually have this gra affix here. It's a prefix. So dai, that same word to deal out, gratai, gratai, that means something spread out or dealt out everywhere, it means scattered. So supposing you had a big bowl, you had a bag full of marbles, and then you emptied them out onto the floor, well, then all of the marbles then would grajai onto the floor. So I think the lesson, we've covered a lot of work there. I actually have more prepared depending on what the questions are, but I'm really looking forward to seeing how many people actually did the homework, how many people have found out more words and more things. I actually have other things that we can talk about, but before I do, let me just also mention, I won't forget to tell you about our, and I'll put it up here, the code. So if you put, actually that code is incorrect that you saw just come up there. The code is webinar 0905. Webinar 0905. You can see it coming up there. You're going to get $40 for this travel combo. So if you're planning a trip to Thailand, you've just arrived in Thailand, you have Thai staff, or you just want to enjoy Thailand, this will get you your Glossica Thai fluency, mass sentences and space repetition, my a module from the Cracking Thai Fundamentals workshop, and these hand-picked Thai bites that I've put down teach you everything about culture, some stuff about food, eating, going out, counting, basic languages, all in there for $40. So you can't beat that. Go in and click in and get that now. So I'll keep that up there for a moment. Now let's just go back now and have a look. What questions do we have coming in here now? How many people do we have? Okay. Yes. Okay. So by the way, welcome. We have our good friend from the Thai culture group, the Phrankandern Thai culture, Wanasung, and he is our Cambodian expert on the panel today. So if I have any really detailed questions about Khmer, hopefully you'll be able to help me out with them as well. Is anybody else having problem opening up? I'm just going to open up to the questions now. Okay, you should be able to open the questions. Oh, by the way, if you have a look on your panel as well, I've put up a poll. So you click on the poll, it says, what topics would you like to have covered in the future ThaiBites live webinars? And I have just put up there for my Isan La language, which we got a whole lot of people last week, but I put it up again. And we were talking in the group the other day, I called it Fork It Up, Thai food and eating etiquette. So all the language to do with Thai and the cultural things to eating Thai food. How do Thais really eat? Should you use a fork? I saw an article saying Thais think it's bad to put the fork in the mouth. Is it really? Well, maybe we'll cover that in a Thai bite, or you can see the discussion also in the group. Okay, let's go in. There are some people there. Okay, that poll isn't clickable. It should be working. Let me start it again. Okay, the poll should be working now. Is that working? And the questions are enabled now. I'm just making sure now. Okay, questions are enabled. Yes, you've got some great ones there. Okay, let me show you some of these other words then that I've prepared for you in Khmer. I'll get my, here we are. Okay, so actually I'll cover these ones first. Yes, so that you put it in, we have these words here. So for Thais, if you have a Thai sitting next to you and you ask them these words, Bantuk, Bancha, and Bampen, these are 3 Thai words that all Thais will know. But just like those Gert, Gamnert kind of words, these are actually Ban. This is another one, An, coming after a B, that gives new words, new meanings. Where did this come from? Well, let's have a look here. Tuk in Bantuk actually came from Tuk came from this word in Khmer, tuk, which means, again, to place. Okay, so bantuk, this ban affix here, ban and then bantuk, literally means to transfer to another place. How about this word here, bancha? If you're a Thai and you know where this word came from, you deserve an award. Basically, the word, you know, the word in Thai, ben, meaning to be. Okay, ben. In Khmer, that same word is this, jia. Oh. So it's pronounced like this, jia. Oh, so that shouldn't be in the middle of it. Jia means to be, but it's actually spelled here. You can see that's a chaw, cha in Thai. So jia, which is cha in Khmer, but pronounced cha in Thai, means to be. So bancha means to put things into being, or which means to command. So pu bancha kan, pu is a person, pu bancha kan, the person that puts things into being, which is the person who commands things, which is the commander. So get that. These are all coming, just like we get all these meanings in English from Latin and Greek. Now you can start seeing these fantastic meanings by just learning a couple of simple words in Khmer. Here's another word, bampen. Now bampen, we know means to fulfill in Thai, but if you ask a Thai, what does the word pen actually mean? Many people might not know. They'll know what ben means, but not pen. Pen literally means to fill. Easy. So bumpen means to, like, I guess, to enfill. The bun or the bum affix there is kind of like en, like large, enlarge in English. Fill, fulfill, to enfill something. Bumpen. So pen to fill, bumpen to fulfill one's duty. So there you go. Some more fascinating things out there. Let me come back and have a look at what we've got coming in here. And the questions, yes, we have questions coming in. Yes, Pasa. Okay, so here we go. Somebody is, thanks Chris, made the note about whether it should be called Khmer in English, or Khmer. Long answer, short answer, or Cambodia. The vowel in Khmer, if I come in here, let me pull something up. I need a new page. Okay, so the vowel in Thai, when we write Khmer, we write it like this: Sala'e, Kho Khai, Mo, Ra. Okay, so this is a K, this is a M, this is a R, and this is the air vowel. So this becomes Khmer. These are basically put together, so you know that's a Khmer word already. Khmer, and then Ra at the end, we mentioned that becomes N, so Khmer, and because it's high class, that's a rising tone, Khmer. Now, the vowel that is used in Khmer, you got to understand, in Khmer there, and I'll show you in a moment, there are two, you know how in Thai we have the high, middle, and low class. Well, in Khmer, basically they have the classes as well. Now, while Khmer doesn't have tones, they do have different vowel sounds where things changed, and I can explain how these sounds change, but basically understand that while Thai has high, mid, and low class, Khmer has what we call the At class and the Ot class. the A class are all the high and mid class of Thai, and the O class are all the rest, the low class. So this Khmer, if it's spelt like this, it's from a high class. So when you get this vowel in that is used in Khmer for that, it's pronounced I. So when you write Khmer in Khmer, it's pronounced Khmer, Khmer. Okay, now my Khmer pronunciation isn't fantastic, but you'll hear people when they're in Cambodia, instead of pronouncing it Khmer, they'll pronounce it Khmer. Yes, Khmer. Okay, it's actually not an I, it's like an I. That's a Khmer. Okay, so not Khmer, but Khmer. But in Thai, when you write it, it's Khmer, and Thais will pronounce this. A little thing to note also, I mentioned that the Ra in Khmer is traditionally not pronounced at the end, so it's A. But in Buriram, so if you go to Surin, Buriram, they have like this ancient form of Khmer that they speak there. So what happened before, when it was separated off from Cambodia, I guess Cambodia proper, and that language was basically grew in its own test tube for 300 years without being influenced from the Khmer spoken in Cambodia. And so if you go to Buriram and you hear this Khmer spoken there, it's fascinating because it's like an ancient version of Khmer still being spoken, where these rs are actually pronounced. And there are many more archaic forms of words and sentences and phrases that are used. I guess some people, you might compare it to French Canadian, Canadian French, sorry, as opposed to Parisian French. The relationship between the Khmer spoken in Buriram, Surin, compared to the Khmer spoken in Phnom Penh. Okay, let me go back and see what other questions we have. Okay, there's a question. Can I confirm that Berg endings in city names like in Königsberg and Buri in Thai have common ancestors? Well, Buri, like Canterbury, Buri is like a town. So I haven't seen the Berg to Buri connection, but Buri from Canterbury, Buri, a town. So Chantaburi, Canterbury, Jan mean, but Jan is from the Sanskrit word from the moon, Jantaburi, but the town of the moon. Buri is from Sanskrit coming in, meaning of the town, a town or city. So that would be Indo-European. So there would be links there, I imagine. I'll have to check though to give you a full thing there. There's a question here. How can I politely ask a Thai parent to give me the update of her son's diagnosis with special needs? Okay, this doesn't really have a lot to do with Khmer, but you could, to update about the son with special needs, I guess I'd have to ask further on what kind of special needs. That could be a sensitive issue. I tell you what, you can write me an email at info@jacademy.com and explain the situation to me, and maybe I can find a way to help you with that. Okay, let me come back here and show you something else here. I'll just pull my screen up. My trusty bamboo paper. Have a look here. Now, I mentioned that, I haven't mentioned, you'll see in Khmer that one of the traits in Thai words, now a lot of people say, well, wait a minute, why are all of these letters in Thai spelling and like consonant clusters if Thais can't pronounce them? So for example, if you see a Thai, if you write this word in English, school, you'll hear Thais, they'll pronounce it. Well, you'd write it in Thai like this if you were to transliterate it, but it'd be pronounced sakun, sakun, because the law at the end turns into a sakun. They can't, Thais in general won't be able to pronounce this cluster, school, school. Now have a look at this. let me put the word school in IPA. School. Oh, school. So what happens in Khmer and in most Indic scripts, rather than writing it out in a line here, school would be written like this. I'll put that as the U for you. So they consider this is the first sound, school, and this is the final sound. Khmer is full of all of these clusters here. Okay, so you'll see here, jran, 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 tran. That's actually the chr are pronounced together in Khmer without this a in there, jran, jran. Now, by the time it gets to Thai, though, these clusters, Thai, King Rama IV, when he revised and made the Thai letters, they thought, we're not going to have any more of these sunken letters. So whereas in Khmer, if I was using the Thai letters, it would be written like this. They brought these out. There's no more clusters here written underneath, so we put it here, Sakun. And then what happens with naturally with the Thai, if you see these letters here, you throw an A in between. So that becomes Sakun. So when you see all of these consonant clusters in Thai, it's because they're coming from non-Thai words. They're coming from mainly Khmer words and many Sanskrit words. So this is a word you see a lot of the time. Jaran, meaning actually many in Khmer. In Thai, the meaning has been extended to mean prosperous. And then also another mention, Khmer words, you'll know a Khmer word straight off by the use of these yaw ying and jaw there. Okay, yaw and jaw. So let me jump in here and I can show you. Where is my, here we go. So you should be able to see my consonant compass now. I'm just going to click over to it. So have a look here. I have the Khmer, this is my Indic consonant compass. I'll give you the link to that actually. If you want to find it, go into JAcademy. I'll get the link for you now and put it in there. But have a look at the row there. Look at, you see this palatal row here.
Jor Jan, Shaw Ching, Chaw Chang, Saw So, Chaw Che, Yaw Ying, Nyo.
Now notice in Thai, this yaw, nyaw, yaw, nyaw. This actually originally came, if I go to Sanskrit, came from this ny sound, ny. By the time we got to standard Thai, the ny kind of dropped, and so yaw ying just gets pronounced yaw instead of nyaw ying. Okay, but what you in words like sanya, you will still see the nyaw pronounced as ny. Now in Khmer, I'll just pull Khmer up here. You can actually go through this. I'll tell you what, I'll give you the link so you can go in and play with this now while I'm doing it. So if you go into there, cracking Indic-based scripts, and I have that in there that you can use for free. So I will put this list, I'll put this on the thing for you. Actually, let me put it into the comments section here. There you go. So if you get that link there, you should be able to click on it and follow this with me. So let's have a look at Khmer. Nya. See, this is nya, nya, and this palatal da. Now you'll see many words in Khmer that have this. For example, the word a in Thai is written or a da, meaning maybe. That's a Khmer word. And you can see the tongue comes up. This is why my symbol here, the tongue coming up to the palate of the mouth. And you can see it has like this, your tongue's going to this position. Aing, if it was the nya at the end. So while this is a different sound in Khmer, and it's a very distinct sound, it gets lost in Thai. And you can see the final in Thai just gets pronounced as a T rather than this. In Khmer, it's just it is really a eight sound that you get in there. Nye. So, coming back here into our writing, I get my paper here. So, if you see this letter in here, yeah, you'll see many words like this. Set, turn, where that would have been actually Jelaine. You get that ny in there, but the Thais couldn't pronounce it, so it just comes out as a normal in Jalearn. Say, where this would get palatized, by the time it gets into, or straight, it becomes set, to finish in Thai. In Thai. Okay. Now, something funny happens in Thai. Remember in the beginning, I spoke and I mentioned that Khmer was seen as this prestigious language in all the Rajasap, the royal language that's used to speak about royalty, which were put on Dewa, put on God levels, was all Khmer language. So it was sacred. Well, you get this thing happening with the language where Thais would start to over Khamerify things. So have a look at this word in Thai, Jing. It's spelled Jorjan, Rorua, Sala'i, Ngongu. Okay, so if you look at these letters, this is J, R, Ing, Ng, Jring, Jring. And some Thais, if they're playing around, they say Jring, Jring. If you ask a Thai, why is there Rorua in there? Most Thais would scratch their heads. This word has actually come from the Chinese word, Zhen in Mandarin, Zhen, Zhan, Zhen in Mandarin, but it would have been from Middle Chinese in southern dialects. So Zhen, it's not Zhen, which means true or really. But what happened Zhen, when they're coming to, so if you were really going to write it, I guess you could write it like this, Zhen, if it was from that, but to Khmer, it looks much more auspicious to have this Khmer look to it. So a fake jaw, a fake raw, sorry, was put in there and turning it into Jing, Jing. So it would have been, well, actually it would have been Zhen because it wasn't coming from Mandarin, it was coming from ancient. So it would be just written like this, Jing. But by throwing this in, it Khmerifies it. So we call this Khmerification. It was Khmerified and made to look much more auspicious, but this word actually came from Zhen in Chinese, meaning true or really. Okay, let me go back to some questions. Before I do, don't forget, jump in right now, click on that deal. The code is webinar 0905 and you'll get the travel bundle for $40. That's all of Glossica, Fluency 1 for Thai. You'll get selected ThaiBites that I've put in there, a ton of ThaiBites and module out of my Cracking Thai Fundamentals. Everything you need to hit the ground running in Thai. One thing that I'd like to also share with you as well, let me just come in here. Where are we? I'll pull my my mob back up. Okay. One thing I wanted to mention is really exciting. Well, first of all, with that code there, you can see that Ultimate Thai Language Package, $389 today. If you put webinar 0905 up until midnight tomorrow night, you will get this for $299. So that's Glossica, ThaiBites, Cracking Thai Fundamentals, the full bundle, everything to bring your fluency up in Thai or bring you straight off the boat. You can get that for $299. So it's almost $100 off, but you'll only get it until tomorrow. Also, now you see we have Glossica Thai Fluency. This week we have 2 and 3 going up, so you'll be able to extend your Glossica. But we have other big news. We want to have the best language programs on the planet here at J Academy. So we're introducing the other way around. If you have Thai staff in your company, and actually even Chinese staff, so we're having for Chinese too, we are bringing in the Glossica English fluency for Thai speakers. So that mixed with, I'm putting a bunch of courses together where I speak Thai, helping to develop service language, helping to improve pronunciation, and just general interaction and cultural understanding, mixed in, bundled in with Glossica's English fluency for Thai. So if you have Thai staff, Thai family members, or Thai friends that you would really like them to benefit from this kind of learning, but learning English, not in the traditional Thai rote learning way, not only can you get it on J Academy as of this week, send me an email at info@jacademy.com, and especially for hotels and other service industries, we will do a deal where even down to $20 per person, we're looking at opening this up. And your staff will be able to get all of the fluency programs for English, as well as my coaching in Thai, teaching them how to implement these. And they'll be getting these weekly webinars and courses like this, where they'll be able to develop their English in a way that they've never done it before, because there's never been a system like Glossica and our stuff before like this. So if you've got employees, if you're in the service business, if you have hotels, if you know people in hotels, tell them now, mail me at info@jacademy.com. This is a new thing that we're launching across the board, because we want to raise the level of everybody's language, just not people speaking Thai, but people speaking English as well, people speaking Chinese. We'll be doing the same for Chinese as well, for Indonesian. We're getting Vietnamese in later, so that's fantastic. Here's the travel bundle that we mentioned. So today, we'll be doing it for $40, that you'll be able to get this travel bundle by using that voucher to go in there. And but seriously, the most valuable one is this full bundle, and you'll get it for $299. Okay, let me take those off for the moment and head back to the questions. What do we have? Okay, all words from Sanskrit used in Thai are from Khmer, because in old time, Mahayana Buddhist was the main practice. Yeah, so the way you'll notice when Thais talk about Sanskrit, they will often say Pali Sanskrit. Now, if you read through these readings, and actually Kun Vilaiwan's papers too, she'll talk about it. A lot of the time, you would have the monks, the Khmer monks chanting in Ayutthaya, and that came through, and all of the practices would come through Khmer, the chanting, and a lot of the time it would be in Pali. So let's just say Pali is to Sanskrit as Italian is to Latin. Okay, Pali was the Prakrit language, the spoken language of the people, while Sanskrit was Sanskrita, literally means polished, the polished language. It was a science. It wasn't really spoken as a mother tongue as much as it was taught, and it was the language of academia, religion, and science. So the people spoke Prakrits, they spoke Pali, and the Buddha spoke Pali and communicated in Pali, which is then all of the writings were written in Pali as well. So Khmer word, you'll often see a Sanskrit-based word, but it could have come from the Pali root, and some words you'll see coming from both. And you'll see Pali spellings and Sanskrit spellings, but most of these, yes, did come by way of Khmer into Thai, that you'll see these. And I can just show you just a quick example. I'll pull up my paper. Where are we? So let me open a new page. Here we go. So if I can just give you a simple example, and there'll be slightly different words. So the word pak in Thai, so this is pronounced pak, and it means a group or a political party or a party. Okay? So this, if we look at this letter, that's a b, r, and a k. coming from, so this is actually parga, or barga from Sanskrit, or from Pali, barga, which is the Pali word. The Sanskrit word, which is, so if I'm talking, so think of this is Pali, and think of that as like Italian, whereas the word varga is the Sanskrit word. And that means the same, a group, but in Thai, we write it like this, wak. And so that's pronounced wak. So these two words, pak, wak, both come from this same original, this is a word, same original word varga, but they have two slightly different meanings, and they came by way of Khmer. If you say pak in Thai, it means more like a political party. So you might have like Pak Prathathipāt, the Democrat Party. But the word wat means, we'll call it a group or a space. So the space bar on a computer is called the wat. It's what you put in, rather than putting a space in, you're putting things into groups. So Thais focus on making groups rather than the space between them. But in English, we call it a space bar because we put the space between the groups. Okay, but this is just an example how the same word in Sanskrit has come through both Pali and Sanskrit into Khmer, and then entered two different words into Thai that have slightly different meanings, but from the same root. So there you go. That was a roundabout way of doing it. We have 1 minute left. 1 minute left. Let me just pull back in here. That should be me. What question do we have? I'll answer one final question. Where are we? Okay, so yeah, thanks, Chris, for just mentioning that about the phonetics. What I would say, I highly recommend, and I'll put in the link to this as well, to go through to the Consonant Compass. Go through, start to look at the consonant crossovers, and really start. You can get some great Khmer books out there. I've got a few here. Colloquial Cambodian. You can see. Actually, these are some ancient ones. There's some ones in Thai that you can see. There are papers you can download. I've got books. Even if you look at these Pali, that will teach you all of these Khmer structures in here. And then there are other papers like this written in Thai. There are a whole bunch of stuff written in Thai. There's sorry, whoop, the green screen up there. You can see Benjawan's stuff as well that she has out there. The Learn Cambodian. Well, I've just ruined the light there. Let me come over and cover it up. But all of these resources, not just for the sake of learning Khmer, but it's like if you're wanting to learn Italian. Or these others, by having a grounding in Latin, it's really going to help you. So I highly recommend getting in and studying a little bit more of Khmer. You can go and use my compass and start to do that. Typing in Cambodian is actually really easy because it's mapped to the QWERTY English Roman keyboard. So get all those, learn it. You can send me more questions and start discussions in the Phalang Can Learn Thai group. I'll be there. Thank you for joining us. Next week, we're talking about conquering the Thai tones once and for all. So we'll be looking at tones. I'll show you tricks and everything, how to finally get those tones part of you so you don't have to think of them academically, and you'll be able to just have those tones happening naturally through muscle memory. Okay, so that's it. It's right on time, hitting 6 o'clock now. I'm Stuart J. Raj. This is ThaiBites Live. Now you've got all these Khmer tricks you're going to be able to take back and boost your Thai. See you next week at 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock. Click on the link, go in and sign up and register, and I'll see you next week for ThaiBites Live webinar. Stuart J. Raj, Sawadee Krap.